Welcome to our channel. In this session, we will discuss the concept of addition and subtraction algorithms. We already know the computer represents the numbers in three ways. One is signed magnitude representation, and another one is ones complement, and the next one is a twos complement. Now, first we will do how do we perform addition and subtraction operation by using signed magnitude representation. We already know the representation of signed magnitude. For example, if the number is of 8 bit, within this 8 bits, the first 7 bits are used to represent the magnitude and the last 2 bit is used to represent the sign of a number. This is the general representation of signed magnitude. Now we will discuss the addition and subtraction operation. What are the different possible cases where we are adding the magnitude and different possible cases where we are subtracting the magnitude. Now how many possible combinations are there? I have two operations. One is addition and subtraction and two types of numbers, positive number and negative number. By using these operations and by considering the signs of the number total, we have 8 possible cases. Anyway, assume two numbers a comma b, first plus a plus b. I think you got it. Now first I am doing addition operation. Assume my two numbers are positive numbers. Plus represents the positive. Here the middle one represents operation. Now what are the another cases? Plus a plus minus b. The first one is the positive number. The second one is the negative number. Like this, minus a plus b minus a plus minus b. Now total 4 addition operations. If my operation is addition and that we have two signs plus and minus. If you have two possible, two square. So 4 possible combinations. Similarly, my operation is a negative. Again the numbers are either positive or negative. So same plus a minus plus b. Plus a minus b minus a minus plus b minus a minus b. These 4 represent subtraction operation. Clear? Now the first total 8 combinations. In what cases we are adding the magnitude? That is the more important. Whether the operation is addition or subtraction. For example, assume a plus minus b. Even though the operation is plus, here what you are doing? Simply a minus b. Got the point? That means what are the different cases where we are adding the magnitude and the cases where we are subtracting the magnitude. Subtract magnitude. First we will move to the cases of adding the magnitude. Assume if my operation is addition operation. My operation is addition operation and the two numbers have same sign. The two numbers have same sign. In this case, we are adding the magnitude. Right or wrong? The symbol is plus. Here plus a and plus b. Obviously, what we are doing? Simply do the addition a plus b. This is the general mathematical terms. What is the sign of the result? All are positive numbers. The sign is plus. In this case, what you are doing? Subtraction. In this case, what you are doing? Subtraction. In this case, minus a plus minus b. Same signs. The operation is addition. So, we are doing a plus b. What is the sign of the result? The sign of the result is a negative. Second scenario. If my operation is subtraction, and different signs, then we are doing adding magnitude concept. See this one, plus a plus minus plus b. Simply it is a minus b. No addition. Plus a minus of minus b. What happened? Minus of minus b plus means the first number sign is positive and the second number sign is negative and the operation is subtraction. We are doing adding the magnitude. What is the sign? The sign of this one plus. Now minus a plus b. Again minus a minus b. So minus of a plus b. So these are the cases where we are adding the magnitude. Now we have another case, subtraction. exactly reverse to this one. So in what cases we are subtracting the magnitude? Before that you need to check one condition. We have different cases, either a greater than b or a less than b or a is equal to b. While subtraction, if the first number is larger than second number or second number is larger than first number or both the numbers are equal. So for sign, to the result which sign is used, plus or minus, for that I am checking the condition. Anyway, the first one is completed. Move to second one. If a greater than b, what is the answer? The answer is directly a minus b. The answer is a minus b. If a greater than b, what is the sign? Plus a minus b. Right or wrong? Simply we are given the sign of the larger magnitude. Suppose if b greater than a, assume in this case, if b value is greater than a, obviously the sign is minus. So what we have? Minus b minus a. If both are equal, simply a minus b. To avoid negative zeros, always we are keeping positive. To avoid negative zeros, we are keeping positive. Okay. Now coming to this one, minus a plus b. So obviously what happened? What happened? A minus b. What is the result sign? The larger magnitude. The thing is, a value is greater than b values. Obviously minus. In this case, b minus a. What is the sign of larger magnitude? B plus. Now a minus b. If both are equal, either a minus b or b minus a, both are same. Now coming to this one, here directly a minus b. What is the sign of the larger magnitude? Plus. Why? A value greater than b value. Suppose b value greater than a value. B value greater than a value. What we are doing? B minus a. Suppose 20 minus 30. The answer is minus 10. The answer is minus 10. Simply a minus b here. And the last case here. Minus a minus b. So minus plus b. Simply minus of a minus b. Or if b value is greater than a value, plus b minus a. This one. Now if you observe, finally come to one conclusion. In what cases we are add the magnitude? In what cases we are subtract the magnitude? If the operation is addition and the signs of the two numbers are same, then add the magnitude. If the operation is subtraction and the signs of two numbers are different, then add the magnitude. While already subtraction, if the signs are different in the sense, another one also becomes positive. Now, in what cases? Exactly reverse one. For add operation, if the signs are different, then we are moving to subtraction. For subtraction operation, if the signs are same, then we are doing subtract the magnitude. Here the cases are for placing the sign. Always perform the subtraction operation for these cases, and the sign of the result is sign of the larger magnitude. Clear? These are the 8 operations. In what scenarios we are doing additions? What are the cases of subtraction? Clear? Now, based on this one, we will move to the hardware implementation. That is how we are going to perform the operation. Assume my first number is stored in some register A. And AS represents sign. We already know this is a signed magnitude representation. A register holds the magnitude, AS register holds the sign. Similarly, B register contains my second number. The register B contains my second number. Clear? Exactly, BS is the sign of the. To perform the operation, either addition or subtraction, what we need? I need a parallel adder. I need a parallel adder. So for that parallel adder, what are the two inputs? One is from A, another one is from B. Suppose if it is addition, directly B to the adder is sufficient. Suppose if it is subtraction, then what you need to do? B complement plus 1. That is the reason internally we are using one complementer. Complementer simply consists of the XOR operation. Now B is passed here. Along with we are passing one more bit M. This is also passed to the input carry. We already know this procedure, understand. If M value is equal to 0, now B XOR operation with 0. What is answer? Simply B only. That is directly B is passed and addition operation is performed. Suppose if M is equal to 1 in the sense, B XOR operation with 1. Now simply this is the B complement. By complementer, what is the output? B complement, and M value is equal to 1, that is passed as the input carry as 1. So B complement plus 1, what is that 1? So for subtraction, we are taking as addition. Now the result is stored in A. I assume after performing the operation, the result, yes, that is sum, is stored in A. After performing, if you have any carry, the carry is placed in the flip-flop A, and you have an overflow. The overflow is placed in the flip-flop. Add overflow flip-flop. I think you know the difference between carry and overflow. Simple general terms, carry is for unsided numbers, overflow is for sided numbers. For example, if I am adding two 8-bit numbers, you are getting a 9th bit, that is a carry. Any bit out of the MSB, that is a carry. And overflow in the sense, for example, minus 128 to plus 127, this is the range of the numbers. Consider a sided number, this is the range. If you perform addition between 70 and 80, the answer is 150. Is the 150 is within the range or not? No. That means an overflow occur. That means after performing the operation, if the result crosses the range, means overflow. Simple hardware implementation, take the XOR operation between the carry out of the MSB and the carry inside the MSB. If the value is equal to 1, there is a overflow. Otherwise, there is no overflow. Anyway, we already know the concepts of how to get the carries and overflow. This is the hardware implementation, right? Now, we will move to the flowchart. That is how these operations are performed. Now, what are the two operations? The two operations are addition and subtraction. Now, first to move to addition operation. The two numbers are stored in one the number argument A, add B. Similarly, another one is subtraction operation. Within that subtraction, my two numbers, suppose minuend is stored in A, subtrahend is stored in register B. Now, which operation we are adding the magnitude or subtracting the magnitude? We already discussed the formula. The operation is addition, and if the signs are same, we are doing add the magnitude. How do you check the signs? Simply XOR operation. If you are taking XOR operation between the two numbers, if the result is 0, means the two numbers are same. If the result is 1, in the sense the two numbers are different. So what I am doing? Simply I am taking the XOR operation between the signs of two numbers. XOR operation between the signs of two numbers. Whether it is the addition operation or subtraction operation. Now, what is the result? The result is either the result is 0 or the result is 1. Similarly, the result is either 0 or result is 1. We already know the formulas. What are the things? Suppose if the operation is addition, the signs are same, then simply we are doing addition operation. EA tends to A plus B. Is it clear? EA tends to A plus B. Add the magnitude. So, in the among the 8, the first and fourth cases, that is plus A plus B, minus A plus minus B, is coming to here. If my operation is subtraction and the signs are different, in that case also we are doing addition operation. So, among these 4 cases are completed. That is, among the 8 operations, in the 4 cases we are doing add the magnitude. We already discussed the result is stored in A. What is E? If there is a overflow, that overflow is, if there is a carry, that carry is placed in E. After that, if you have any overflow, that overflow is placed in AVF flip-flop. This is here. Now, end. My addition operation is completed. It is very clear. So, my first column add magnitudes. Now, what is my second one? Subtract magnitudes. So what is the meaning of subtraction? A tends to A plus B complement plus 1, right? After doing subtraction, in any cases, we have no concept of overflow. Overflow is always 0. So overflow is clear to 0. In what cases this? If my operation is addition and the signs of two numbers are different, then we are moving to subtraction. If my operation is subtraction and the signs of two numbers are same, then we are moving to subtraction. Anyway, the subtraction operation is completed successfully. Now the most important thing, how to give the sign? Plus or minus? A greater than B, one side, A less than B, one side. For that, we are checking the carry bit. Why you need to check the carry bit? For example, I have the number 50 minus 20. Take the binary form and do the subtraction operation. What is the result? 30. If you are subtracting a smaller number from the larger number, you are getting a carry. Definitely, you are getting a carry. Whenever you are getting a carry in the sense, the result is correct. You are getting a carry in the sense, the result is correct. Simply discard the carry. The final one is the answer. That means there is no borrow. Now what is the meaning? If the carry is equal to 1. Now what is the meaning? Simply A value is greater than or equal to B. That is, my first number is larger than second number. Suppose if you do this one, 20 minus 30 or 20 minus 50, the answer is minus 30. If you are doing this operation, how do you do? Simply take 20 plus 2's complement of 50, do the operation. By doing the operation, you are not getting any carry. Remember, if you are not getting any carry in the sense, E is equal to 0, A less than B. Now come to step by step. Where the result is stored? Suppose come to this one. Carry is equal to 1. That is, A value is greater than or equal to B. Again, two cases here. Whether A is equal to B or A greater than B. For that, check A. Why you need to check A? Remember, my result is stored in A. My result is stored in A. If A value is equal to 0, A is not the number A. After the entire operation is performed, here A in the sense the result. If A is equal to 0 in the sense, A is equal to B, meaning A minus A, 0. Now what is the sign? To avoid negative zeros, we already said, take the sign as 0. Again I am repeating, in this case A is not the argument. My operation is completed, A is the result. If the result is 0, simply take the positive sign. Suppose if it is not equal to 0, no need to anything. My operation is completed. Why? If it is not equal to 0 means whatever the sign of A, automatically the sign is assigned. That is not a problem. Now, A less than B. What is the case? I already said, if you are doing A less than B operation, no carry. No carry. If no carry in the sense, the result is in wrong form. Now you need to take the 2's complement of the result. I think you know the operations. You need to take the 2's complement of the result and then add a minus sign. Now what is the sign? The sign of A is positive. After this, the sign of result is negative. So what I am doing here, first A tends to A bar. That is, I am taking A complement. Then A tends to A plus 1. By this, what happened? I am taking A is the result. I am taking the 2's complement of the result. That means I am getting the answer 30. After that, what you need to change? Simply add the minus. That is, AS tends to AS bar. Clear? So if there is no carry in the sense, the result is in the 2's complement form. So take the 2's complement of the result and change the sign. And finally, this is the end operation. What are the cases? From this we are ending, from this we are ending, from this and this one. These are the cases where we are performing the addition and subtraction operations. Clear? In the next session, we will move to the same addition and subtraction operation by using 2's complement representation. Clear? Thank you.